Hi guys, it's Nick. Okay, this video is going to answer a very specific question I've had about eBay. A couple of people messaged me, so a quick shout out to Stacy and Rashid, who messaged me on Facebook and YouTube, respectively. Does that make sense? Yeah, anyway. Hi guys, they asked, is there a way that I can block a specific buyer from being able to buy my items on eBay? Both of them have had real issues with a certain buyer messing them around, not paying and all of that stuff, and they don't want to have to deal with them again. And thankfully eBay has something in place specifically for that, where you can enter certain user IDs or use their email address and just pop them in a box within eBay, and then never again will you have to deal with those people again, should you choose, to pop their names in there. So what I'm going to do, I've figured out the whole screen share thing. So I'm going to screen share in a minute. We'll go into my eBay account and I'll show you how to find the page where you can block buyers. And then while we're in there, we'll also take a look at a section which I think is really useful, and that is the, what do they call it, buyer requirements. So you can set up with a load of different tick boxes, you can set up certain parameters that people have to match to be able to buy from you. So you can stop people who have a load of cases open against them, who have not paid for a lot of stuff they bought. You can set that up so that instantly stops you from, having to deal with people who have got a very obvious bad record on eBay. So we'll have a look at that as well. So I've started waffling. So before I get carried away, let's screen share and we'll go into eBay and take a look. Okay, so you should be able to now see this page. This is my eBay. What I'm going to do is zoom it in quite a bit because it will be a lot easier for you guys to read. So we're now up in the top left-hand corner of the eBay homepage, and what you want to look for is this help and contact link. And if we click on there, comes through to this. Right, and then it gets you a list of these popular solutions, so all these problems you might have. What we want to look at today is here, managing bidders and buyers. So we'll click on that link. That takes us through to here. Right, so we've got the buyer requirements at the top there. We'll take a look at those in a moment. But what we want to concentrate on is the question that I've been asked about how do I block specific bidders, and lo and behold, there it is. Let block bidders or buyers, and eBay explains it very well to you here. You can block up to 5,000 buyers from bidding or buying on your items. To block a buyer, add their user ID or email to your blocked buyers list, and to unblock, delete them. So let's have a look. If we click the link, this I need to make this a bit bigger, bear with me. Let's zoom right in on there. So here we have the list. So this box down here essentially is where you will put all of the people. Now you'll notice that mine is blank. I have cut and pasted my list out of here because I didn't think it was fair to share a list of email addresses and user IDs on YouTube. So I do have a fair number, as you would imagine, been selling on eBay since the late 90s, so I've accrued a few people I don't want to deal with again, but for the moment it is blank. But it's as simple as go into the item you've had the problem with, that they bought, and you will be able to see their user ID on that page. So let's say that was their user ID there. Highlight it, copy it, come through to this page, paste it in, done. And then as it says here, separate multiple user IDs with commas. So let's say you want to stick another one in, comma, and let's say, so you want to block Zahir the Sniff. Yeah, don't want to deal with him. Again, you've got another one, Easy Smurf these are actual people's IDs. I sincerely apologize. I'm coming up with the most random things possible, and so on and so forth. If it's an email address, same thing. So nick@emailland.com. If that was my email address, you could block me like that. That's not my email address, by the way. Don't try that one. And on it goes. So Kenny the Tape 2016. Don't want him buying off you. And then if you do want to, if you decide that good old Easy Smurf is now a wonderful person and you're happy to deal with them, take them out. And then there is a submit button. So you make any changes you want, add people, take people out, click the submit button, and away you go. So that is as simple as it could be. So if we come out of there now, we'll have a quick look while we're here at the buyer requirements, which is on the same page. So if you take that link, you'll see that I have got some of these checkboxes checked, others I haven't bothered with. So let's have a look what I've done. Obviously, go into it and have a browse and read up what, you know, and then choose which ones you like. So I've currently got block bidders and buyers who have, then you can set the number here, certain amount of unpaid items recorded on their accounts within, and you set the time frame as well. So I've got that one set up. You can set up block buyers whose primary delivery address is in a location I don't post to. I mean, I use GSP now, so that's not really relevant to me. I've got checked block buyers who have a certain amount of breach of policy reports. This one's interesting. This buyers with a negative feedback score. Now, I've had this set up for ages and ages, and I've been selling on eBay so long. I remember when, as a seller, you could leave negative feedback for a buyer. So this whole section used to make a lot more sense, because you used to be able to leave negative when somebody didn't pay for your item, or leave negative when somebody, you know, messed you about. But eBay took that right away. As sellers now, we can't leave negative feedback for our buyers. So this doesn't actually make a lot of sense with eBay set up as it currently is. So, and that goes on and on. So I recommend you go into this page and set it up as you see fit, and that gives you that extra layer of protection from people who perhaps you really don't want buying from you because they've got a history on eBay of causing problems. So if we come out of here, actually I'll just stop the screen share. Right, and you should be back with me. So Rashid and Stacy, thank you for your question. I thought it would be so much easier if I showed you how to do it rather than trying to explain it in a message, because that would be, it would take me just as long to write an explanation as it would to show you. So, and for anybody who has found this through a Google search or a YouTube search, hopefully that has shown you how simple it is to protect yourself from having to deal with people that have caused you issues, and also setting things up to hopefully protect you from people you haven't dealt with yet that already have a history on eBay of causing problems. So there you go. Anyway, I just thought I'd mention, if there are other things you want me to discuss using screen share, specifics about eBay, or other questions you have, please drop them below and I'll try and make some more videos like this, just showing you the ins and outs of things you can do within eBay. So there you go. Thanks for that. If you've not watched me before, my name's Nick. I make videos about what I do. I'm a full-time eBay and Amazon reseller. All of this stuff you see around me is the stuff I buy to sell on eBay, and I have this YouTube channel where I share my journey. I share what I do, I share my pickups, I share my sales, I share the sort of day in, day out life of an eBay full-time reseller and Amazon reseller. I do a lot on Amazon. I do Amazon FBA and Merchant Fulfilled. If you don't know what those are, search in my channel. I've made videos about. Anyway, I hope that has helped somebody out there. If it has, please give it a thumbs up. Check out my other videos. There's loads more content about eBay and Amazon. And yeah, I will speak to you guys soon. So take it easy, and we'll speak soon. Bye for now. Oh, would help if I could actually stop the broadcast.